Why is the man? Make a call now where my food day. Go claim the door. Today be Tuesday. I would say you do me mugu. Yahoo must pay. I say me jam.
Good morning, internet. We are in Tabuk with this insane Russian. We have Land Cruiser. We're in Tabuk with Land Cruiser. We picked it up already. Couldn't every morning start this way. We found this massive and inexplicable portrait of King Salman. We're here with this wild Russian who says he's cold, which is ridiculous. A Russian who's cold in Saudi Arabia. That one's Siberian too. So we're gonna go see a ghost city and an abandoned seaplane. Yalla. Behind me are the Sarawat Mountains. I think these mountains are fabulous. They are so low and strange and unique and made of curious stone, the origins of which, for me at least as a rank amateur geologist, are difficult to determine. However, they are incredibly pretty. This is Artem Adviv. I have no idea how he convinces me to do things. He keeps telling me, Paul, be a man, and usually I don't care about that kind of thing. But for some reason, when he says it, I'm convinced to do incredibly stupid things. So, we're about to do 100 kilometers an hour with me hanging off the side of this Jeep. I don't know why, I have no idea why. But if I die, I don't know, climb some mountains. That's right, if I die, climb mountains. Not even a mad assassin sent from Russia can take me out as long as I'm close to the mountains. I finally made it to the Catalina Seaplane. This is the famous wreck. It has a weird story. Apparently there was some foreigner who bought this to fly around the world with his family. When he got to Saudi Arabia and tried to land here near Egypt and Jordan, he was shot down by some of King Abdulaziz's warriors who thought that he was an Israeli. He survived, as well as his whole family survived. But his plane has stayed here. Imagine that. You can see all the motors still in place. The tail section has separated entirely and is now located all the way over there. You can see the massive suspension where the wheels once were. You can see the tail has been completely ripped off. The metal is so thin. And you're going to see an entire wheel still intact here. And an engine. An air-cooled rotary or radial engine. So I made a friend from Tabuk. He wrote his name right there. And also
404 يوم الخميس سالم عبد الله العمراني.
سالم عبد الله العمراني.
ايوه ذكريات هذه زمان قبل 40 سنة هذا. 9 11 1404.
4 years ago the tail split off from here and the water carried it away. Because I think abandoned things are kind of fascinating. I know that's juvenile, but I don't care, and I still think abandoned things are fascinating. I'm gonna take us on a little tour through this plane because you can see that there's a little door there. Even though the tail section has come ripped apart, there's kind of a little walk we can take in there. So let's give it a shot. So this would have been like the rear cabin. Above there is where the wings were mounted, and then there would have been the cockpit, and there are the engines on either side there. The wing is collapsed above us. You can see it's come all the way down. Clive Hughes, Tabuk in 1989. This is written in pencil, and yet it has persisted. This Catalina Seaplane, there's one thing that I haven't mentioned that's very, very interesting about it. Only 2 weeks ago, Mohammed Bin Salman, the son of King Salman and the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, who is bent on reforming the country and on delivering new economic growth during the Future Investment Initiative, a big fancy event in Riyadh. One of the things that he announced was that he wanted to turn this very area into a brand new city called NEOM. Now, NEOM is supposed to be a city of the future where robots do all of the menial tasks, where knowledge and sort of skilled work are going to lead the day. It'll be a free trade zone. It'll have looser sort of restrictions on dress and mixing of the genders than the rest of Saudi Arabia. And it's supposed to be right here. Well, as you can see, there's absolutely nothing here. And maybe someday it'll happen. Maybe someday that city will exist. Is it a dead dream? Is it a joke? Or is it real? And will we someday see this Catalina plane carted off and thrown away to make way for new development? I don't know. What do you think? So that's it, the Catalina Seaplane. I think this thing's really cool. I worry it's not going to be here much longer. Hopefully, Mohammed Bin Salman, if you're watching, preserve the Catalina Seaplane when you make this NEOM city. Pretty please.
Go claim the door. Today be Tuesday, I would shit. You do me mugu, Yahoo, massa pay, I say me jam, missing a bullet. Check out them, no, if you say the boy, they spread my money on some cool.